Hello, and thank you so much for joining us this evening for a very special evening of dance as we present to you the first ever Maspeth High School virtual Nutcracker. My name is Ms. Coates, and I am the ballet teacher at Maspeth, and I am the director of the Maspeth High School Dance Company. This year has been challenging for all of us in so many different ways, and the students at Maspeth have met that challenge with grace, determination, and creativity. I am so proud of our dancers for all the work that they've done to make this virtual Nutcracker happen. Our department has been fully remote since the beginning of the year, so all parts had to be choreographed, learned, and rehearsed through shared videos and Zoom sessions. Dances had to be practiced in living rooms, bedrooms, and sometimes even outside. Individual students came alone to film themselves one at a time so that all CDC guidelines could be followed during the production of our performance, and no students were allowed to dance together in a room. But dance is a communal and social performing art, and it felt strange not to be dancing next to each other. Still, these dancers put on a show and edited it together to give the illusion at times that they were all on stage together. I am so proud of all the work that they did, and I am so grateful that we have this opportunity to have a little bit of normalcy in an otherwise very difficult year. The arts play a vital role in the development of every student, and that has never been more apparent than during these challenging times. Figuring out how to present a ballet in this non traditional way stretched the students' problem solving and critical thinking skills at every step of the way. From how to learn and film the dances, to creating and writing the text for the story, to selecting the images to connect the scenes, and so much more. Dance can connect us and uplift us, even when we are apart. And we are so fortunate to have a school community here at Maspeth that values the arts so highly. We hope you all have a very warm and happy holiday, and we thank you for joining us for this very special evening and welcoming the live stream performance of our Nutcracker. Enjoy, and thank you.
It is Christmas Eve at Clara's house. Scents of ginger, chocolate, coffee, and peppermint waft through the air. Marzipan cookies and sugar plum candy sit in festive bowls spread throughout the warm, firelit living room as a beautiful, fresh snow falls outside. Clara is patiently awaiting the arrival of her guests, eagerly anticipating the special guest of honor, the toy maker and Clara's godfather, Uncle Drosselmeyer. Every year, Uncle Drosselmeyer surprises Clara with a new and delightful toy, and this year will be no different. Underneath the Christmas tree, Clara finds a wooden Nutcracker doll. But this is no ordinary toy, as Clara will soon find out. Clara can't sleep. She is worrying about the Nutcracker who is all alone underneath the Christmas tree. She sneaks downstairs, past the mice who live under the stairs, and reaches the tree just at the stroke of midnight. Suddenly, nothing is as it seems, and a magic spell appears to be cast over the living room. The tree begins to grow, as well as the mice and the toys. A battle begins, but the mice are winning. The Nutcracker, too, has come to life. He has been magically transformed into a prince. After a long battle, he and Clara defeat the fierce and cunning Mouse Queen. The Nutcracker explains to Clara that when she defeated the Mouse Queen, she lifted an old curse placed on him, and to thank her, he offers to bring her to his kingdom, the Land of Sweets. He leads them outside through the snowy forest of the majestic and beautiful Snow Queen. Clara and her Nutcracker prince finally arrive in the Kingdom of Sweets. Clara walks through the gates of the Great Hall and takes her place as the guest of honor on the throne in the center of the room. She is greeted by the Sugar Plum Fairy, who, along with the Nutcracker Prince, have arranged a wonderful show for her of all the magical confections of the kingdom. First, chocolate from Spain, then Arabian coffee, and a lovely marzipan fairy. Just when Clara thinks the night can't get any better, candied flowers waltz onto the floor. The flowers bob and sway to the dreamy harp music as the Dewdrop Fairy sparkles and dashes among them. The last to dance is the lovely Sugar Plum Fairy, spinning and twirling light as air, as though perched on the top of a music box. All too soon, the show is over, and Clara must return home. Clara and the prince step back into the magical sleigh as everyone waves goodbye. Clara suddenly finds herself back in the living room, asleep under the lights of the Christmas tree. As she wakes up, she sees the Nutcracker transformed back to a toy once again. And she asks herself, was it all just a dream?